Hey, I'm Scotty, and in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to sketch a face at any age using ink and watercolor. We're going to sketch these 5 references, and I'll go through the proportions and details that you need to add as we go, but if you want a more in-depth explanation, then that'll be over on my Patreon page where the full tutorial will be. So we'll start off with the toddler, and I'm sketching very small sketches. They're about just an inch, a little bit more than an inch across. So I always like to put 2 dots on the width. I have these about where the eyebrows are. Now we can see the top of the head from that point is quite low, so almost about half of that, maybe a little bit bigger than half of your distance, we go up and we put a dot there. Let's create that shape around there. Very loose line, angling down and down to there. That's about where the eyebrows are. Now we want to find where the chin is to complete that outline of the head, and it's from the eyebrows, it's almost the same distance, so just a little bit less than that going down to here. So go in, and a nice round cheek, go around the back there like that. So that's our outline of the head. Now the next bigger shape is the difference between the face and the hair. So let's draw that shape, and I just doing this from observation, come down the hairline, then about from halfway we angle down. Now we can break this face up to add the facial features. So between the hairline and the chin, we usually break the face up into 3, and with a toddler it's the same. With every age it's the same, where you break up that face. So, and I like to use dots to do that. So we go down about a third, the 2 dots there. And we come down another third and put 2 dots. And we've got those 3 sections to break up the face. Now we can put in the details. So we'll have we have one eyebrow. Make sure the nose is quite small and it's very round. So just draw a little round bit there and a little round bit there. And that really helps give the age. So let's do the eyes, and I use 4 dots going across. So usually from the bottom of the nose to the brow with an adult we'll go up 2/3, but with a child, with a toddler, we only go to halfway. So halfway is here, and that same width we go across this way. Now when we do the eyes, make sure they're quite open. They almost touch the eyebrow, and this is a bit flatter. 2 eyes, and see how big they look because we've done it in the middle. Let's draw quite a big circle in here, and filling up quite a lot of the eye. Little eyelashes there. Now with the mouth, we also don't go up 2/3 like an adult. We actually go halfway. So halfway between the bottom of the nose and the chin, that's where we put the corners of the mouth. And then there's a dot here. So I'm just getting the width from observation, comparing it to the nose. Now we draw the mouth and we exaggerate a bit the curves. We draw a little thing like that. A top lip bridge of the nose just here. And it's a lot lower than on an adult. Draw that out like that, very round looking. Another line there like that. Just this back line. Hints for the hair. Very smooth. We're not even defining that jawline like we would in an older person. Straight down. Alright, now let's move on to the boy. And there's some similar features to the toddler, but the eyes and the mouth move up slightly in the proportions. So once again, let's draw the width on the side here. Now the top of the boy's head is a bit higher now, so from the brow, if we put that up about the same distance, but then it goes down just slightly, so it's not as low as this one. And we're going around his hair, spiky hair a bit, coming down to there. Now the chin from this point is the same distance, so we come down like that, and that's in front for you. So now we're making sure we have a really smooth jaw still and a little bit of a chubby cheek. So you can start with the bottom here with the chin if that's easier. And we know we can get that in the middle between the 2 points. Line up like this. So I'd say the hairline comes to about there. Just make that a nice loose line across here. We can estimate where the brow comes to, so it's about there. Halfway between the top and the chin is where the nose is. Now we draw these eyebrows. One here. We're still drawing round noses, but still quite a low bridge. Now the eyes. Now with the toddler, we started about halfway here. But with the boy, we're moving up just slightly. So we'll put them just a bit above halfway. We draw 2 more dots either side. Now let's draw these eyes in 3 lines. And let's draw the bottom lines, which is a bit more flatter. Now the iris, still quite big. 2 in the middle there. Now the mouth, nose and the chin come up to about halfway. And it's just slightly higher, as I was saying. And we put 2 dots for the corners of the mouth. These lips are more curvy than we would put for an adult, which are flatter. There's a little curve here and then down, and then a line on the top because it's showing that the curve. Put that ear from here to the bottom of the nose, but it was very round ear still, round at the bottom especially. 1, 2, 3. Just a little bit, and then out their shoulders. So our next reference is the teenager. So let's start again with those 2 dots, the width where the eyebrows are. And we want to draw that shape for the top. So just go in a bit, about that distance up. So it's a little bit less than their total width. Remember, we can adjust this later if it's not quite right. And that same distance there, we're going down to the chin. And now let's draw the face, more round than an older, fully adult male. So that means we'll draw a nice round chin down here still. And draw that roughly, got lots of wavy hair. Now we break the face into 3 again, like we've done in all of them, between the hairline and the chin. So going down a third, and put 2 dots, and down another third, 2 dots here. Now the details, the brow and the nose. So draw the brow going across there. Nose, it's becoming a little bit more angled now. So not like this, we're going to add a little bit more angle. Down and then angling a bit. It's not as angled as a fully grown man, but a little bit more. And those nostrils, they come up and there's a bit sharper turn there, see that? A little bit more definition here. It's a very strong line here and here. So add in those at the top, whereas I didn't do that on these ones. Now with the eyes, we're not halfway anymore, or anywhere near halfway. We're going up 2/3, 1, 2. And that is right up there. So that width of the nose, that gap between the eyes, is the same width across again, and the same width across again. So 3 lines again for this eye here. So do that long line at the top, and it's very close to that eyebrow. And then up. And see how thin the eyes are, the gap. These are quite open, whereas these are a little bit more closed. And here as well. A light line on either side. And then the mouth, we go up 2/3 again, 1, 2, and go across for the corner of the mouth, and another corner of the mouth. Now he's slightly smirking, so this corner is a little bit wider. And now the lips are flatter. That was very curvy here, and now they're flatter here. There's a detail here, so you can add in. See the ears on this side like that. And see the ears are a bit different now. They're not so big at the lobe. They're quite pointy. Help. And I'm not drawing any lines around the eyes on the face. Now the neck. This particular person has a thicker neck. I'm just looking where it comes to, comparing it to features on the face. And across like that. Then draw the collar. Now the adult. So I have our 2 dots for the width. And once again, from the eyebrows up, it looks about just a little bit less than that distance. So put a dot up there. And now let's draw his outline. Now we got the chin, same distance down. So I'd say it's about there. Here we had quite a smooth jawline and very, very round. And now we're getting more angular. So like that. And then you can see here it kind of changes directions quickly and then comes up. And then angling back up this way. And then angling into here. And now the hairline, the next biggest shape. We have the eyebrows there. So I'm just looking, seems like from the eyebrows to the very top of his hair, it's just a little bit past halfway going up to about there. But now we have the hairline and the chin. We can go down a third. Put 2 dots, then we go down another third. Now we can draw the eyebrows. They're a little bit thinner now. Same with the nostrils, a little bit more angle there. The bridge of the nose again. So those sharper, more pointy features. And then we go up 2/3. 1, 2. Put a dot there, a dot there. Same width for each eye. Just up of quite flat, same up, and then down like that. It's very flat. And we can draw those irises in again now. So I'm looking at the white gaps on either side of the iris and just judging how big that iris should be. But compared to the baby or the boy, you can see a lot more white. So those irises look smaller. Right in the middle there. But a lot of the differences between a male and female, I have another tutorial for that if you're interested. This proportions are the same and the way you draw the features is similar. It's just that the details here for the facial hair and the jawline might be slightly different. So that I recommend you watching that tutorial if you're starting to think, how would I do this for a female? It's very similar in terms of the proportions. It's just those fine details that we add. Now let's do the mouth. So I got 2/3, 1, 2, and put a line, a dot there for the corners of the mouth. 1, 2, 3. Now we can add in a few more of the details. You can adjust again as we've been doing. So the hair probably comes down past the eye there. From there to there. Just the outline of some of these shapes. It's the neck. And this detail here, show that the hair's going, which direction the hair's going. Give it the age. So it's looking similar to the teenager, the young male here. So let's really add some details to help with the age. We add a bit more lines here. So put lines around the eyes. And you could put a line on the top here. And there might be a line across there. And then we draw in these, the facial hair. So a lot more detail on the face as the older the person gets. So I'm finding where the darkest areas are, and then when it's light around here, you can add just a few lines to show that facial hair. Okay, we're coming on to the older man now, the final sketch, and we're going to go through a similar way of doing the face than the male, but we're just adding in different details. So here are the details here that we're going to be adding using my template. So remember those 5 different spots that we want to focus on. So don't get carried away with every wrinkle and every dot. We just want to focus on those areas first. Okay, so we got the width of the head here again. And this portrait is slightly got his head tilting up. So that distance between the dots where the eyebrows are, it's slightly a bit less than maybe some of the other ones, about that much. So put the dot up there. Once again, I'm kind of just guesstimating wobbly line here for that different hair that goes across. About the same as this distance down to here again. The big difference between this one and this one is going to be this jawline in terms of the outline of the head. First we'll draw this chin. So draw a chin here like this. So it goes in and then out again. So let's add this wobble in here like that. And on this side you can leave a gap between the lines. Now like this. And we can adjust these, so just have a good go. Now the hairline is quite high on this reference, particular one. So that's why we have to change depending on the type of hair. Divide the face into 3 using those 2 dots. So go down about a third, and then another third, 2 dots. The eyebrows, and then the bridge of the nose, down here. Now the eyes, so same as the adult there, we go up 2/3, up there, same width as the nose, there, and across again, there. Now you notice that the eyes, they're gradually getting more and more closed. Communicate that it's older by having them quite narrow. And I see which way it is. It's going up, like angling up like that, and then down. And then this line down here, instead of down here to make it open, quite narrow. So quite narrow like that. And then little eye like that. There. Hints of the iris in there, the pupil. Then we go for the mouth. Still we go up 2/3, 1, 2, and then across, and very flat, and then down, and a little faint line there. So because his head's tilted, that's why his ears are quite low. Like this. 1, 2, 3. But just draw these. So now we're going to add in these details for the age. The most important area I find is around the eyes and the mouth down here. Once you've done this jawline, those are really important areas. But we'll start at the top here, forehead. So just draw like that. Some lines in here. Now the eyes. We have these little lines coming out the corners of the eyes, little crow's feet, and we come out like this. 1, 2, 3, like that. 1, 2, 3. Under the eye, and above the eye there, quite high. So we're just surrounding the eye with a few lines. Now we come to the mouth area, and there's a strong line coming down from here, from the nose down to the corner here. So draw those ones. There, so around that area, really important. And the next thing is the neck line down this way. And here. So we've got those 2 lines running up either sides of the apple, Adam's apple. But yeah, I think that's all that we really need. So that's how I sketch portraits at any age. And you can see here I'm putting on some watercolor at the end The full tutorial with the beginning bit all about the proportions and the theory behind each development stage, that'll be on my Patreon, and plus the watercolor stage. So all of that, plus the references and the templates will be over on my Patreon. And we've also got a great community. You can take a photo of your sketch and share with others, and you can ask me questions there. But otherwise, we've got another tutorial right here for you to watch on YouTube. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.